Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. Dataquest and Scrut welcomes you today at the CISO Roundtable Conference on the emerging need for CASM. Now, what is CASM, you may ask? CASM is the short form for Cyber Asset Attack Surface Management. I'm Akshita Rajput, Founder's Office Manager at Scrut, and your host for the evening. So let's start with some quick trivia. A recent study conducted by Trend Micro discovered that 43% of global organizations say that cyber asset attack surface is spiraling out of control. When companies are hacked, be it through their software, cloud workloads, code repositories, ephemeral device, identities, and more, they are all potential points for entry for attackers. If organizations do not find a way to properly manage the cyber asset attack surface management, cyber incidents are inevitable. Today, leaders from the information and cybersecurity space convene to discuss challenges with the existing state of cyber asset management, the need for a complete visibility of all your cyber assets, and building strategies which ensure a very, very strong defense for your asset surface by making a shift to CASM. I hope that by the end of this evening, you will have gained some extremely valuable insights that will help you deploy a very secure cyber asset surface. As a small reminder to all the delegates, please fill out the feedback form that you may have been provided with the agenda. We'd love to hear your opinions and suggestions. So now, without any further ado, let's start the evening by inviting on stage Mr. Sunil Rajguru, editor, Dataquest, PCQuest, and CiOL, to come upon the stage and deliver the welcome note.
Hello. Yeah, it's great to see all of you here. After COVID, things seem to be back to normal. So, I'm Sunil Rajguru. I'm the editor of Dataquest magazine, and we started in 1982. At that time, many in India didn't even know what IT was. And even within IT, not many people were aware of cybersecurity. But if you see in the last 40 years, cybersecurity is something that has increased exponentially. The reason for that is that technology has been creeping into each and every aspect of our life. 84 was a landmark year when we had the National Computer Policy. The PC started coming in. We had the floppy disks. I don't know how many of us remember that era. But then that is how it started creeping, because after the PC, you had the office network, you had the Ethernet, you had the local area network or LAN. And that's how initially it came in the offices, if you remember. Now, after the 90s, there was even further exponential growth because the internet came. And once the internet came, then it went into every home in the world. And again, the concept of cybersecurity came in the minds of the citizens at that time. And then after LAN, you had wireless LAN. Of course, we know it as Wi-Fi. So that really expanded everything. And if you remember in the late 90s, you used to have this craze of viruses. This, some birthday virus, Michelangelo virus. And you used to hear reports of, 50 million, 60 million computers going out of action. I think we have forgotten that era because today you don't even install an antivirus. Most of the people don't even install an antivirus in the laptop. So the common virus has totally gone out of our mind. Then after that, you had the smartphone. And the smartphone really put technology everywhere. And after that, it's been one acceleration after another. And today, if you see, every device on earth is either connected or it will be connected. And forget laptops and desktops and servers. I mean, Internet of Things, IoT devices. We have tens of billions of IoT devices. We have trillions of sensors. We don't even see that the trillions of sensors are all over the world, quietly transmitting information. In fact, as we are talking on this day, there are millions of data centers which are connected to billions of devices which are transmitting trillions of gigabytes of data per day. So it is not only a question of data, it is a question of securing the data. Now, if you look at the last few years, 2019 and 2023, you cannot even imagine these 2 years are 4 years apart. They are like 20 years apart. If you look at the last, even in India, we've seen technological acceleration or techceleration. And finally we are heading towards 100% digitization, 100% digitalization, 100% digital transformation, and hence 100% cybersecurity. If you don't secure, because now everything has to be secured. In fact, if you look at global affairs, then right now everyone is saying India is the only high growth country for the next 10 years among the large economies. They're calling it a decade. But cybersecurity is one thing which is going to secure this decade. So which brings us to this evening, chasm we are going to discuss now. I'm not going to talk about that because that I leave it to the people who know best. So it's great to have here, and I'm looking forward to listening to a galaxy of experts and having an enlightened evening. Thank you very much.